Okay, well, we need some more light, so let's do... Always good when you do your own sound effects. Let's do that. Okay, much better. Right, so this video is going to be exciting. I asked you to ask me some questions, which I will now be answering. If you're new, or if you somehow didn't catch our old video, I broke my wrist pretty badly, but we're on the mend, which is awesome. I also said on my Instagram while we had a booze ban because of COVID that I will be sharing a beer with you guys. But then I thought, like, you know, it's currently, well, that's funny. My wife put on my watch this morning because, you know, and it's upside down. So it's currently like 20 to 1. So anyway, I thought, you know, we've got some kiddos and stuff watching the channel, so maybe we shouldn't have a beer. Probably not the best idea, and you know, we work with these kind of things. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna have a Coke, and that is one of the best sounds in the world, although I do know that this is very unhealthy. Anyway, so today I'm gonna be answering your questions. You know, you guys asked some phenomenal questions, and this video might actually be 2 parts because, you know, if I answer all the questions, it can be pretty long-winded. So, but anyway, we're gonna try to keep this as entertaining as possible. So the first question, I'm kind of going to all lump a few of these together because, you know, it kind of, the response is gonna be the same for all of these. Johan asked, when are you going on your next hunt? Where and when do you think you'll be moving to the USA? Any chance you'll be competing in PRS in the USA? What countries do you plan on shooting on in 2021?
Cases are up.
More than 30 states and Puerto Rico reporting cases on the rise.
Possible second wave.
Going global. 60 million plus cases, almost 1.5 million deaths.
Another lockdown.
A further lockdown.
Provincial lockdown.
Lockdown.
Well, that kind of answers all of those. You know, hunting and things and travel is very difficult at the moment given the current state of the world. I actually have flights expiring in the next 2 weeks booked to the US. I'm hoping to either get a postponement or a refund on that because South Africa is currently not even on, they're on the banned list for traveling to the US, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. We're going to make the best of it. Probably going to be a crap idea to travel with this at the moment, although I should be going into a new brace in the next 2 weeks. There is a cast in this, but it's soft on the back, so I'm super pumped with the movement and things I've gotten back. So yeah, at the moment, no real travel plans given the state of the world. Man, I love an ice cold Coke. The last 10 days of not being active and stuff, and probably, you know, pain meds and things, I've picked up like 6 kilograms. So maybe you guys can guess in the comments down below at which point will Pete's weight peak out and start coming back. Anyway, our next question comes from Ryan Charlton. Now, Ryan is a subscriber and a really good shooter out of the UK. And Ryan asked, what will be my first drink after the booze ban is lifted? Now, if you don't know, South Africa had a complete ban on alcohol sales. However, that has been lifted. So I have stocked up on my favorite beers. I do enjoy the odd Stella. However, I also enjoy a gin and tonic. Now, a little bit of market research. I am considering launching my own brand of gin. So if you like gin, and you'd be interested in that, do leave me a comment down below, and let's see how viable this could be. But some impact gin could be something really cool to pursue. So the next question from Graham basically asks, do I prefer like shooting off man-made props or natural terrain stuff? And to be honest, Graham, I don't actually have a preference. I do really enjoy field style matches. However, in where I stay, we don't have a lot of those. Both are fun. You know, I think the field style matches translate to hunting obviously much better because you're going to be shooting off natural terrain and stuff like that. But I also really enjoy the man-made props. And for me, really, I don't try and put them in a category. I just try and problem solve. It doesn't really matter if they're artificial or they're naturally occurring props. But if I was to have to only shoot one type of match for the rest of my life, it's a difficult one. I might go with man-made just because you'll have more options. Natural terrain, there's only like so much stuff. Yeah, it's difficult. It's a difficult one. But I'm gonna go with man-made. I'm gonna go with man-made props. But damn, natural terrain shooting it's a ton of fun. A member of the People of Impact, our Patreon community, asked, what is the sort of top mistakes that I see new shooters making? So I recently made a video in response to that question. Now, if you haven't checked that out, you can click up here, or that video is probably going to be linked at the end of this video. Top 5 mistakes that new shooters make. And just eliminating those is going to put you, you're going to see massive improvements in your shooting. So make sure you check out that video. Steven asked, what sort of upgrades do I make to a Hauer barreled action to get them to shoot? Are we doing barrels other than putting them in an MDT chassis? Now, first of all, amazing. Obviously, that's a Hauer you guys see behind me in an MDT chassis. MDT also happened to be our channel partner. So without them, we wouldn't be able to make videos like this. So that is literally the first thing I will do. When I got into shooting and I purchased my first rifle, after my Ruger precision rifle, because there I didn't really have the option to put it into a chassis system, I initially bought this Hauer, the same rifle you see behind me, and that exact chassis. I looked at the options available. There was some stuff locally, but I really didn't like what it looked like, and the MDT really suited. It ticked all the boxes for me. Yes, it's a little bit more premium, but man, I haven't regretted spending that money 1 second. So yeah, MDT upgrade. To be honest, I don't blueprint any of my Hauer barreled actions. I've spoken to my gunsmith, Alfred. He doesn't recommend it. He recommends only doing that after you replace the barrel. So I recommend, instead of blueprinting and all of those things, buy ammo if you can find any, and just shoot. Dry fire. I find the more you dry fire a Hauer, the better they get, or the more you cycle the bolt. So I have sat in front of the TV and just gone click, 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 like thousands of times. And this little rifle you see behind me is so freaking smooth, it's frightening. So yeah, other than that, I really haven't had a problem to have any Hauer shoot. And that actually dovetails with another question. Why do we like Hauer barreled actions? So first of all, in South Africa, they're pretty reasonably priced. They shoot well. Also, we have a problem with rebarreling firearms just because of legislation and stuff. If you want to check out that video, perhaps I've done a whole video on that. So it's easy for us to just, spend 9,000 Rand or whatever on a barreled action, drop it into an MDT. Once you shoot that out, just replace it with a new Hauer. That's easier than buying a new barrel and having to apply to have that barrel switched over, because that is a nightmare. So it's something that I try and avoid as much as possible. I know my mate Gavin, I was actually speaking to Gavin just before we're hitting record on this. He had a bad experience with the 6 Creedmoor Hauer. Now, I did that 6 Creedmoor Hauer, but I did use brass that I sort of took from another 6.5, and I had a few hang fires there, but I did not have any accuracy problems. Now, to date, I've owned probably 10 Hauer rifles. I've sold most of them because we've gone obviously the bat route now, but I didn't have one Hauer rifle that didn't shoot lights out. Obviously, all of that is with hand load, precision crafted ammunition, following my load development techniques. I've got nothing bad to say about Hauer rifles, guys. They're freaking great rifles. They're good value for money, and you can pop them in one of those. So what's not to love about that? This next question is a phenomenal question from Matt, and he's asking if I think that dry fire practice is as important as live firing, or should I really be using dry fire only to build muscle memory? Now, I'm actually planning on filming a complete dry fire training little series, a mini module, if you will, that will be added to our precision rifle course, where we have specific dry fire drills, because obviously at this point in time, as soon as I can sort of start moving this wrist again, I won't be able to shoot because the recoil is going to hurt or hamper the growth of the bones and the stuff, or that's at least what I've been told. So I'm going to be doing a lot of dry fire because the recoil is going to be a little bit of a problem for me. Now, to answer your question, I think dry fire is extremely important, and if I'm honest, I've been really lazy with that over the last, year even. I haven't done much dry firing at all. I dry fired once, maybe twice before a match. That's it. And really that comes down to a couple of things. First of all, it's difficult now with the baby because I generally work during the day, although you guys probably think being a YouTuber, that's fun, But man, guys, we're busy here. So I don't really have a lot of time. The other thing is I'm lazy, in terms of I feel like I can still go out and win without putting in hours and hours of dry firing, and I kind of get away with what I've got. Over time, though, the rest of the shooters in South Africa have definitely caught up to where I am. So I will be going back to the fundamentals and especially relearning how to shoot with this scenario. And so many of you guys, by the way, thank you to each and every one of you that commented on that last video. Pete, you should learn to shoot left, you should do this left, it's that. Yeah, that's awesome. I do shoot left quite a bit actually. A couple of guys, if you've squatted with me, if I'm having a good day and I know I'm leading a match or something, I will actually just start messing around and shoot stages left just to get that practice in. And in fact, when I was speaking to Bruce at Bat Machine, you know, with all the new rifles, he said, well, we should send you one in a left-handed configuration. The problem with that is I live in the other side of the world, so it'll take, my wrist will be healed by the time a new rifle gets here. But yeah, on that note, you know, just to diverge a little bit, but this is kind of like, I feel like it's a conversation between us, you know. I want to thank all of you guys for commenting down below, the get well wishes, all the people that have phoned me, that have sent me WhatsApp messages. You guys are incredible, and the community that we've built around this channel it's so special. So yeah, I don't want to sound corny, but yeah, just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are freaking incredible. Okay, let's get to the next question. What do I think about my Land Rover Defender? I love this car. It's so cool. It's a bit of an arse burner at the moment because it's outside and it's dirty and I can't drive it. I'm still planning on doing a car review video. If you guys want to see that, we probably will do that. It might be on my second channel though. So if you guys haven't subscribed over there, you can see my full crash, the surgery, the works. I'm going to link that video also at the end. I want to thank everybody for submitting your questions, and I hope you enjoyed my way of answering them. I've only had like one sip of my Coke. I will be having a beer with the guys on Patreon on a live stream pretty shortly, probably within this week. So if you want to support the channel, if you want to support what we're doing here at Impact Shooting, make sure you check out the link down below and sign up to support the channel on Patreon. Guys, thank you so much again for watching. Thanks for your support during this troubling time for me. We will overcome this challenge and we will be better than ever. So I'm almost excited in a weird way to sort of do the rehab, get back to where we were and surpass that level. So, but I couldn't do any of this without you guys. So whether you're a POI member, a People of Impact member, or just an average watcher, whether you subscriber, whatever, I want to thank you for watching, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you haven't yet at this point in time subscribed and hit the notification bell, then you're dropping the ball on your side. So make sure you do that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Bye.